Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I see there's a few of you now in there. I see Nick, I see Kieran, Alec. Hey, oh, you just bought the brushes. That's really cool. Okay, we've got a few people here already, so might as well get cracking. See how much we can get done today. Um, okay, so I'm going into my Magic the Gathering folder here, and we are going to color the angel from the token card that we've been working on this last few weeks. So I hope everyone is ready, and it's really nice to see you all here. Again, apologies for the last minute post about the live stream. I was supposed to do it last night, and I got distracted. I was making dinner. I'm babysitting a cat. Well, not babysitting. I'm cat sitting. I'm cat sitting at the moment, so I had to feed the cat, etc. It's a whole thing. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get down to it. Okay, I'm gonna try and do the live stream with no music today. As you know, if I play anything that has no kind of free royalty stuff, then it gets blocked on YouTube. And I think last time I was getting pretty sick of Alexa playing really loud music over what I was trying to say. So anyway, oh shit, there she goes. Alexa, stop. All right, can't even mention her. All right, so all right, so Ben doesn't like cats. Now we know that. Okay, so usually I ink a lot of these guys on Clip Studio because it's a lot quicker. And as you guys saw on the stream I did coloring a page of Birking, I did that on Clip Studio because there's a lot to it that makes things a lot quicker and easier. But for the actual cards, as you all have seen here, I've got them all in colors here, which means I've colored all of these on Procreate. It's a bit kind of freer, and I get to play with the colors, and it does take a bit longer than it does in Clip Studio, but for the benefit of showing you guys Procreate, I'll do it today as well. So here we go. Okay, we've got the RAF here that we used last time, and we're going to make a new layer. And for a lot of the coloring, I'm going to be using the charcoal mode chrome ink. So let me see. Yeah, that's kind of the one I'm going to use today. That one goes into really big sizes, so it's pretty chunky, it's pretty good. Okay. So let's get cracking with it. Okay, how about we start with the halo, which should be fairly straightforward. It should be some kind of soft yellow. Okay, so the thing with Procreate when you color it is that the bucket tool is not as sensitive as the bucket tool in Clip Studio. So usually what I end up doing is just coloring by hand really. You can see me doing it here. But it can be quite relaxing, So here we go. We're going to place a lot of the basic colors in this, and then we're going to decide what works and what doesn't. Okay, so Jonas doesn't like cats either. Okay, well, I don't really know what to tell you guys. Cats are pretty cool. I also love dogs. I love animals in general. So, I mean that's fair enough. Cats are not for everyone, and I know why. So that's fair. Okay, let me try one of these kind of metallic greens here for the helmet. And then we're going to mix a few colors and we'll see what works. As I told you before, I don't have an actual kind of method as to how I apply colors. A lot of it is kind of gut feeling, so we'll see how it kind of all works out. It may be that you put all the colors in place and at the end it doesn't look great and then you just have to change the whole thing and be prepared for that really. Okay. So you see how in here, this is the color I've used, and to kind of add highlights, I just move higher, and get those kind of shiny lighter colors, and then I just add them on the side, and that's basically how I go about adding kind of shiny bits to it. So you can see it here, and same goes for like dark bits. So I'm going to select the actual color here, and instead of going higher, I'm just going to go lower, and that's how I kind of play with shadow and highlights. Okay, there you go. For the hair, I want it to be some kind of really Nordic, kind of almost white blonde. So let's try one of these colors here and see if that works. Yeah, that kind of, I don't really know what to call it, kind of Barbie blonde, you know. You can tell that if we were able to see his eyebrows, they'll be pretty much invisible of how white blonde they are. And we'll do some highlights to it just to kind of enhance that impression of having this kind of shiny golden locks everywhere. Okay. Coulton should think there's a pair of eyes on the helmet. Apply no more glory. You know what? Actually, there's something quite unsettling about the fact that you can see his eyes. So it could be that under his helmet he is completely deformed and he has a bunch of eyes like a spider. Um, he looks all beautiful outside of the helmet, but underneath it, it could be completely awful. Okay, so this is the kind of blonde that I wanted. So now we're going to add some highlights. Yeah, let's see if that works. I may change my mind about this, but for now, we'll see. So I'm trying to make his hair look quite fluffy. Angels, they're well known to use really good conditioner, so should do. And we'll do a little bit of super shiny white there. Maybe even whiter. Could be whiter. Okay, so that's the hair for now. We'll see how that works with the other colors. So, right, let's go for the skin color. Obviously, he's he's an evil angel, so I want him to look almost pale. Let's see, quite ghostly. Let's see how this works. You see, I messed this up here. Doesn't matter. I'll just get closer there, and we'll carry on with his skin color here, and then we'll see if we can add some reds around. Have to bear in mind that I base this angel on kind of Catholic looking angels from saints and all the kind of I was gonna say merchandise, but it's not merchandise. All the random cards and posters that the Catholic Church sells of archangels and all of that. So uh, he has to have some kind of rosy cheeks. Okay, let's see. Yeah, getting there. Okay. He's smooth like the Slender Man. Yeah, I like that. I think that's more like it. Okay. So Cool Tunes mentions adding a bit of white. So yeah, that will work. Uh, but you can't overdo it because if you overdo it with white, it kind of loses a bit of its impact. So I'm just going to do a tiny bit of white here. Right, smaller brush. There. See, if you do a lot of it, then it kind of loses its impact. So okay, smaller. There. All right. We'll leave it at that for now, and then we'll check on it later. We have to see if it works with the rest of the colors. Okay, back at the, you know what, the skin color is really hard to see. It's really pale, which is what I wanted, but okay. You guys can see I'm not using any bucket tool in here. Everything is done quite manually, just by hand. So I'm coloring like a little kid without going over the lines. There you go, that's how we're looking. Now, I know the helmet is kind of greeny, kind of, silver, but I'm thinking for the sword and his pauldron, we could do golden, which makes him look very kind of, I don't know, really pompous, really uh, kind of church-like. So let's add a bunch of gold to it and see how that works. So for gold stuff, I usually use these kind of darker yellows, and then I work the shadows around them. So let's see. Also, I'm hoping to make this card into a hologram card. So I'm saying this now, but it might not work. Printing hologram cards is very difficult. You have to kind of select the area that you're going to make hologram, and usually becomes a big issue with the printers. But if I manage to do it, I want to do it only in the background. So I think the color of the background of this image won't matter as much. So uh, we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Keep you all updated. Okay. So we got this golden here. But now I'm thinking maybe the pauldron could be silver, the same as the helmet, because they're part of the same set. Or I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do a bit of gold just in this encrusted bit here, and the rest is going to be silver. I have a few rings that are silver and golden, and they work quite well. So we're going to do the same thing for him. Okay, yeah. We'll pick a color from there, and we move on to All right, let me drink a bit of water. Okay, thank you. Back at it. Right, so I know some of you actually listened to the podcast that I was in. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the podcast, and I hope you enjoyed any of it or all of it, for that matter. Um, Also, well, thank you for taking the time to be here. I know a lot of you're in the middle of your day, so it's not very convenient to kind of join in the live stream. So, you know, anyone who shows up here, I really appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna have a little bit of this highlight here, and check it out. What I'm going to do is I use some of the highlight, and then I'm going to use a little bit of white going down here, and that's gonna give it a super shine. White. I will do the same for the gold bit. Okay, I'll do it, but I have to go in a different way because the light will work in, it will curve these areas. So let me try this again. Okay, take two. Oh yeah, thank you, Kieran. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the podcast. I'm just glad that a lot more of you are reading Tech on Concrete now, and you actually enjoy it. So that makes me quite happy. Okay. Now we are going to take bits of this golden yellow, and we're going to work some different shades of it here. Some light here. Good. And we take some of this dark green, working here, there. Take some gold, and we need a darker color for the gold, so we're going to go down there, and then we'll give it a bit of texture, just like that. Okay, yeah, that is working right now, but we'll see. All right. Ben, he says Tekken King was good, so I'm glad Ben liked it. Ooh, you're watching the movie now. Good. Yeah, get yourself a copy of number 5 because I'm curious to see if you'll like it. Apparently, a lot of people didn't enjoy it as much as I did. It's one of my favorites, so we'll see. Ooh, Nick is on Ping Pong Volume 1. Oh, fantastic. You see all of you guys here on the good stuff right now. Okay, let's finish all of these pauldron and all of these layers, and we'll work on the ribbons after. Okay, so with some of this darker color here, and a few bits of highlights, but not too much. Okay, nice. Now the ribbons. For the ribbons, we might go blue, like baby blue. A lot of these kind of archangels, Catholic angels, they have this baby blue stuff. But somehow I feel like if we use like a dark red, uh, it's going to feel quite wrong in a scary way. So let me take some of the red that I use for the wizard. This guy here, look at that red. Take this. Okay, did I do a layer frame? I did not do a layer. Right. We're gonna take some of this red and see if it works. And I'm going to do the ribbons in a different layer in case we need to change the color. Okay, we're having a conversation going on about Matsumoto here. Comics. We'll be able to do monthly issue comics, or do you like making graphic novels? I think monthly issue comics will be a lot of work, so um, I might burn out if I try to do monthly issue comics. I enjoy graphic novels. It gives me kind of flexibility as to how to manage my time, so that kind of works for now. But we'll see. I mean, I don't think monthly comics are as popular now as they used to be. So. And I do like nice looking books. I feel like with monthly issues, they tend to kind of put out very quick paperback books, so it's not as nice. Okay, so Ben, there's one panel to take a King Crate in particular that blew me away. Oh yeah. Oh, I know exactly the panel you're talking about actually. Motion direction. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you guys, you're on the good stuff. Take on King Crate. I've been browsing that book and reading it for years, and every now and then I'll still find something new that I really like about it. So I'm so glad that you guys are on it now. Okay, this red with the ribbons may not work, but we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, right here and right back. Yeah, could work. Let's make this slightly darker. Okay, and let's do the same on the other side. Will I do a variant cover? Yes, I would. If I got approached and depending on the character and the IP, yes, I would. I've done one already. I'm not allowed to talk about it, and I won't be able to talk about it until after May. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I would. I'll enjoy kind of working on IPs that I'm a fan of, and things that I will love to see as a fan myself. So yeah. Absolutely. Variant covers are really cool. Okay. Red, 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 red here too. use of this guy here. Oh. Now I'm thinking about the wings. It would be cool if the wings were kind of black, but not fully black, some kind of gray. Um, you know, all angels have white wings, which is fine, but I think black wings, it might look really cool. But we won't know until we try it. So let's have a look at the wings. Different layer for the wings in case we change our mind about their color. I'm gonna try this kind of purpley black. So it's not fully black, it's not fully gray, it's just this purpley one. Yeah. Darker. Yeah, this might work. Okay, let's see what's happening with the chat here. Eric Slaughter covered by Chrome one day. Ooh, I'm gonna look into that. Yeah, I think red works well. Okay, Kieran is a fan of the red ribbons. Nick, would be good if Andrew asked you to do a render for Comic Catalog. That would be cool, actually. Yeah. I haven't seen Andrew in a long time. We met many years ago here in the UK, and it would be cool, actually. Yeah. So we'll see. Okay. So we're gonna cover these little tiny weird eyes, and I think those eyes are going to be some kind of yellowy, which will make them look weirder. I'm beginning to think this is too dark. I might have to go for a lighter shadow for the wings, but let's see. All right, you know what? Let's go around all the eyes first. I think that'll be a lot quicker. But yeah, headlopper, that would be super cool. Okay. Eyes here, eyes here. All right, so here you can see how I can just outline the wing all the way to the edge of the canvas. And then I'm just going to drop the color in there. And hopefully that will fill in the whole thing the way we want it to be. So let's see. There we go. But now we can play with the color. But what we're going to do is I'm going to build a bridge here. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. I just basically crossed the line of the same color behind the angel here. Just so for when I change the color, it changes together. There you go. Yes, I'm trying to go for a raveny kind of look for the wings, but I may change my mind, so don't get too attached to it. It's all about trying. Also, I'm thinking if I add some kind of pink around the eyes, it's going to look really gross in a good way. So let me finish doing the wings, and then I'll show you what I want to do with the eyes. Right here. Oh my god. Oh, you like the super light blue? Yeah, I don't think I will go for that, but I appreciate that you liked it. It's a bit too whimsical, you know, and he's supposed to look dark. Okay. Okay, I think we've got enough to fill it in. Let's drop it. Nice. I missed an eye here. All right, we'll clear it off. There's still a few bits here that need to be filled in, and that's okay. We'll fix that later. I think for now we're just trying to get a feel for what colors we're sticking to. Okay, so we look at it from far away. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Maybe if I do the rest of the wings, that will give me an idea. So I'm going to draw a bridge in between all these wings. So when I change the color, it changes for all of them. Okay. Not here. Let's do it. All right. By the way, I'm doing this from a new iPad today. I changed my iPad this week. And I can feel the difference a little bit. It's a little smoother. Also has one of those new fancy screens that have a bit of texture and you get no reflection. But I'll be honest with you, other than that, it's not like a gigantic kind of change from the iPad I had. I had the iPad Pro from like 2019 or something like that, or 2020, I think. And now I have the iPad Pro M4, for those of you who know a lot about Apple stuff. Um, and yeah, I mean, one thing that kind of bummed me out a little bit is that I have an Apple Pencil that I was using with my iPad, obviously, and I thought I would be able to use that with my new iPad, and I can't. Apparently, I had to. Well, not apparently. I had to buy a professional pen, Apple professional Apple pen, which was about 120 something quid, which I wasn't planning on spending after buying a really expensive iPad. Um, and now I have a Apple pen that I don't know what to do with. Uh, I mean, I could sell it, but I made a big mistake of engraving my iPad and my Apple pen when I first bought them a few years ago. So both the iPad and the pen say Chrome on them. So yeah, uh, I don't think anyone will want to buy um, an iPad or a pen with an artist's name engraved on them. So anyway, that's kind of what's been going on this week, really. Just upgrading some of my equipment. Okay, here we go. Kieran, background-wise, I'm not too precious about the color of the background right now, as I'm thinking to possibly make the background into hologram for the actual card. So we'll see. But right off the top of my head, I'm thinking yellow. We'll see. Um, Nick. So, oh, like the angel being red. Things like that color. Good. All right. Kieran, yeah, that's very silly from Apple, man. They really took me for a ride with that difference in Apple Pen. Okay, Alex switched the M4 as well. Okay, that came out way back in 2018. Yeah, that was my first iPad too in 2018. OLED screen is so nice. Okay, I see. So that's what it is. Yeah, this fancy screen is pretty nice. I'm not going to lie, but I'm still upset about the whole fucking pen thing. All right, let's try and finish all the wings, and that will give us a better idea of how they look and if this is the color that we want for them. Okay, second. Oh, this is the last wing. Okay. Right. Okay. So now I can actually test out a few colors. Let me do the blade before we kind of go and try and test out colors for the wings. plate should be a lighter color of this. And then we'll do lots of shine bits on it. Yeah, and then we'll do a big chunk of white so it looks very shiny. Okay, bro, sell it to the fans. An engraved pen from Artist Treasure. Auction or give it to the fans. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I might make the pen available to people on Patreon, see if anyone is interested. But I find that a bit strange. We'll see. I think my actual iPad, I'll be able to put it as a trade with Apple. So I think they're going to take some money off the new iPad that I bought once I send it to them. But the pen I'm going to keep. So yeah, I might make a listing of the actual pen and see if anyone wants it. And I'll look into it. But that's not a bad idea actually. I'm sure. Yeah, people who have iPads, and if you actually like my work and you're okay with having the pen that I used to do all of my work for the last 5 or 6 years, then that's kind of pretty good actually. All right. Okay, well, cool tunes. Make sure you're on Patreon, because if I do, I will only make it available for patrons on the Patreon's secret shop. So, yeah. All right. So we got the blade, and we're going to add some shiny bits to the blade now. Some white. Okay, so that's the blade for now. I might change my mind about the way it's shining right now, but we're going to look at the actual wings. So I'm going on the wings layer, and I'm going to play with a few colors and see what works and what doesn't. No. Okay. Hmm. Not bad. Let's see if I can try green. Okay, okay. I think we're onto something here, guys. I actually like this kind of greeny, dark stuff. So, okay, this is the idea I had for the eyes. So bear with me. Am I on the right layer? Yeah. Okay. I think this will make them look really gross. And I like that. Look at that. Yep. I'm actually quite happy about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Gross is good. That's right. Creepy. That's right, guys. We're onto the right path now. Creepy and gross. That's what we're after here. Okay. Last eye here. Right. I'm very happy about that. So for the eyes, for the actual eyeball, I'm going to try some kind of yellowy stuff. It might not work, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, some yellow, kind of lemony. And that gives us a chance to put some tiny shine here. Yeah, okay. It's very subtle, you can barely see it, but I think that kind of lemony yellow works really well here. Let me see if I can try something. Okay, that's making them pop a little bit. I think the yellow in contrast with the dark of the wings makes the eyes pop a little bit. So that's a good thing, guys. I think we're onto something here. This weird red here. Put that one there. So now you can see on this wing how everything is going to look, and I'm quite pleased with the eyes there. Uh, okay, let's move on to the next wing. No. Whoa, yellowy. Full Silent Hill. Yeah, Bloodshot Eyes, huh? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Okay. Oh man, I miss Silent Hill. Uh, that game was really cool. Okay. Whoa, I went a bit too far in here. We'll just cover it. There we go. Right, let's get a bit of that red. We'll add it to a few of the eyes. Oh, I think I haven't colored this one here. Let's see if I can add some. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe a bit more subtle. Yeah. I think these eyes move a lot and they make really kind of wet noises as they move. And perhaps they do cry all at once. They cry tears of blood. Some white, full on white here. Okay, we got our eyes there. I'm very pleased with them. Now we are going to add some depth to the wings by using darker colors. Now I need to decide in which layer I'm doing that. Let's try it. Now let's do a completely different layer for that, just in case. So we got a bit darker. Darker. There we go. Okay, looking great. Thank you, Kieran. Focusing on removing the imagine how fast your eyes. Yeah, yeah, that yellow shading really gives them kind of makes them feel less 2D, so kind of works, and I'm quite happy about it. All right. Whoa. Okay. Nice. Let's try to work out these guys here. Okay. Let's see if we can add some highlights to the wings. Oh yeah, the death in Hellboy 2 is fantastic, and I think I'm sourcing a lot of my inspiration from that. Uh, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember thinking it was super cool. I need to watch the film again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, it's very Guillermo del Toro, so that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Got some highlights here. Okay, I think as far as the wings go, we're kind of pretty much there. We might retouch them a bit later, but we won't really know until we kind of finish the entirety of the angels. So, angel, back to the ribbons. We've got some ribbon stuff to finish here. This is ribbon that goes behind him. Uh, and we need to work on his skin color. He's very pale, so we need to add some of that rosy cheek stuff that. Hmm. Okay, it's not working on the face, but that's okay. We'll make it dark. There we go. Do some of that here too. We'll do it in between. fingers. Right. Okay, we're getting there, guys. It's kind of taking shape. I find that with coloring, you shouldn't make any big decisions until you have a lot of the colors all in there. As some color may not look pretty good, but if you put it in the company of the right colors, it will start to work in your favor. So, okay. Now we've got this kind of flowy vest thing that he's got, this little skirt that he's got over his armor. What color to do that? That is the real question here. Let me see. I'm thinking baby blue again, but that might clash. That may clash with the red. So let me see if the wing colors offer us some tones here. Okay, so you see how I'm using some of the color from the wings here, and I'm just going to try and find just a lighter color from that and see if that works. Now, it may not work, but that's a good way to go about this sometimes. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Ah, that's actually kind of working. All right, let's have a look. Let's finish the whole thing, and then we'll see how we feel about it. Cool Tunes, a darker red will work. It would, but Cool Tunes, if we add a lot of red, it will take away the impact from the ribbons. So I'm not very keen on using a lot of red to keep that as a spot color on the actual ribbons. Uh, why is Chef Crumb cooking tonight? I'll be honest with you. Tonight is going to be very boring. I think tonight I'm having probably just some eggs and some pita bread, and I think that's it. I'm not having a big meal tonight. I made sweet potato chips last night with salmon, so I think I'm gonna take it easy tonight. Just make the easiest thing possible. Not in the mood for cooking tonight, so eggs will do. How about you guys? What are you guys having for dinner, for lunch? Tell me all about it. Make me jealous of your delicious meals. Yeah. So this works, I think. We got some ribbons hanging here, so we can use some of the red. Okay. So I'm actually using just shades of the same color. In theory, I'm using basically the same color, just different shades of it, and that will help make sure that we don't really overdo it with the colors. I mean, I may change this, so just bear with me. Okay. Oh, Nick was in the sweet potatoes as well. Good for you, man. Sweet potatoes are pretty good for you, and they're quite tasty. I'm actually quite new to sweet potatoes. For some reason, I didn't like them for the longest time, and then I just had sweet potato chips the other day, and I love them. So it's kind of a new food for me recently. Okay, six is in the chat. Okay, for a while after that on my line work shape. Wow, thank you so much, Six. It's great to see you here. And tell us, are you coming from Patreon? Did you stumble upon the live stream? Tell us about it. How do you end up here today? Hmm. All right, guys. I might have second thoughts about this kind of uh, fabric on him, but sometimes you just gotta push on and then work it out in the end. As this may change once we color the armor, but it's not looking great in terms of combination of colors at the moment. It could look better. That's what I'm saying. But let's have a look. We'll see. Oh, Kieran is having a jacket potato. I had a jacket potato for lunch, so we're on the same here. Nick, same. All right, jacket potato crew over here. I guess it's just easier and it really fills you up. So yeah, I can see why. Okay. So time to do the armor, and this will give us the answer as to whether the fabric that we're using works or it doesn't. So let's see. Okay. All right, six. So I've been following you for a good while. This is the first time I've got to notify that you're streaming. No way. Okay. Well, that is very strange, six. So, well, I'm glad you're here, and we are doing kind of these live streams pretty much once a week, actually. I was kind of testing it out, but I found so many nice kind of peeps here that just hang out with me as I work, and it makes it easier for me to kind of be here in the studio. I don't feel as lonely, just kind of working away. So yeah, hopefully we can keep these live streams up for a while. And also, I've been doing all kinds of things on the live streams. I'm doing traditional inking as well for pages of Birking, so you can join those if you want to. Yeah, thank you for being here. Well, and for following my work. I'll never take any of that for granted. Okay, Nick, for those in the chat, okay, yes. Oh, okay, people are drawing. Yeah, that is true. Okay, where are you guys drawing then? All right, let me get some of the gold from this bit here and to the edges. Okay, six questions on my mind can't explode in a moment. I think I want to ask you is what's my favorite subject to draw? What's my favorite subject to draw? It changes through the years. It changes depending on my mood, but I usually end up drawing some kind of skull or medieval armor looking thing. I think as far as I have flails or swords, I'll happily draw that. Usually I'm watching some kind of show or some anime. If I'm enjoying it, I'll draw stuff from it. I'll do a lot of fan art of it, and that kind of keeps me going. So yeah, anything that you're enjoying in terms of media, I'll invite you to kind of draw about it. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember that feeling from when you were a kid and you'll watch a show and you're so excited about it that you need to sit down and draw characters from that show. I do that a lot still, and I think it's a wonderful feeling to just kind of be pushed into drawing stuff from something you just watched or something you just read. Okay, we should draw cool tunes. Whoa. Coultons, what happened to your hand? Why are you all bandaged up? What happened to you? If you don't mind telling us. Okay. Okay. I also injured my hand years ago, and it wasn't fun. Well, it wasn't my hand; it was my wrist. And I got desperate, so I learned how to draw with my left hand. That's how desperate I was at the time. And I'm since then I don't take my hand for granted. I'm thankful that I can use it to draw every day. Okay. Okay, Ben, son's drawings are filled with Gundam. Oh my god. Ben, your son's drawings sound exactly like my drawings. That's a lot of cool designs for swords. I'm making me jealous. Yeah, Ben, that's what it's all about. I'm trying to recapture that feeling. Whatever your son is going through, that's exactly what I'm going after. I was actually drawing Gundam a couple of days ago. I did a bunch of Sakus, and it's just so much fun to kind of draw stuff for fun, you know. You can't let perfectionism or some idea of achieving a certain level of drawing ruin that experience of just enjoying yourself while you're doodling stuff. Right, okay, let me get some of these highlights here. Now we're gonna get some of these lights. Right. Okay, Crush. Whoa, what? Oh my god. I'm sorry to hear that, Coultons, and I hope it's nothing serious. Okay, it says almost healed, just a blister. Okay, I'm glad it's nothing serious. Yeah, hopefully you'll recover quickly then. Okay. So that's the armor. Uh, hmm. I mean, the armor is okay. I'm just not crazy about the actual. Uh, okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try Coulton's idea, but with a softer red, almost pink, and see how that works. Could be wrong here. Could be very wrong here. We're gonna do only one side, and then, well, you guys won't see this, but I'm gonna cover one side with my hand, and then see what works for me. I'm gonna be a bit messy here, just because I want to see how it looks. Then I'll kind of refine it and fix it up properly. All right, so I'm gonna try and do. I'm trying to have a look here. Hmm. All right, let me see. I'm covering the screen right now to see what works. Okay, I instantly saw it. It doesn't work. All right, I need to kind of make this work, man. Maybe I'll try a darker blue. You like the pink more? I mean, the pink in itself, it works, but when I had a look at it, it just kind of didn't gel together for some reason. But you're right. The sword blends a little bit with the cloth. So I'm going to try and get this a lot darker and see if that helps it. Okay, I'm going to cover the screen, only one half, and kind of check it out. Yeah, okay, that works better. We might go darker, but for now, it definitely works better than the lighter blue. Sometimes you have to just kind of make a quick decision and just leave it there and kind of let it brew. And then eventually you'll come to a decision about it. All right, so just gonna kind of fill it in for now, and then we'll see if we change it or we leave it as it is later. Okay, so now time for the moon. We need to work on this kind of shiny moon here. I've seen these type of moons in a lot of religious posters and stuff like that. So I need to remember what color those are. I think it's usually some kind of yellow. Oh, but I haven't worked on the shines of this. So and I haven't done the handle actually. Let me finish the handle for this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, a little darker. And then we'll just do a shine. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, we got. I'm reading the chat right now, guys. Blue cloth and the blue of the sword. Yep, that's right. Okay. 6. What would you say is your favorite class to pick in an RPG? Okay, well, it depends. So, uh, I like to be able to fight properly, but I don't want to be a barbarian a lot of the time. So it depends on the game, but I think in Elden Ring I was a confessor. Uh, in D&D, I'm usually a paladin. Well, the last time I played, I was a warlock. Um, so I kind of like to have the option of being able to kind of fight for myself with an actual sword. But I don't want to be a brute, I want to have some kind of power. Yeah, that's kind of it, really. Okay, this is taking shape, guys. It's taking shape. All right, we're getting there. Okay, time to do that big ass moon. And I'm gonna take yellow from the halo here. Drop the yellow in there. Okay. Here we go. I think these colors are actually working together now. We're getting there. Yeah, this is actually working now. Okay. Please, I wasn't sure for a minute. Smaller. I wish I could make this translucent in a way. I can't remember what the trick in colors it was. I think if you add bits of white, it might make it look shiny. Let me try. No, it makes it look shiny. I think if you go just a bit darker, maybe. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna have to leave it like that for now. And the thing is, if I open the guide, you're not gonna be able to see a lot of that. The box with the text for the card is going to sit quite on top of it, so it's not going to be a lot of that. Okay. Okay, clouds. Let's go for the clouds, guys. I mean, it could be a site, yeah. I'll be honest with you. I just call it a moon, but it could be anything. I've seen these on a lot of Catholic prints, and I don't really know what it is. So it just looks cool. Ah, Principilia. No, no, Kira, I know what you mean. Could erase it and then have a hollow bleed through it. Oh, I see what you mean. I think it's a bit late for that, you know. I know exactly what you mean though. It's just not worth it, you know. It's going to be right underneath the text, so we might just be killing time here. All right, let's work on the clouds, and then we're gonna have a look at the whole thing overall. So clouds, we're going for a purpley, pinky white. Then we'll see if that works, and if it doesn't, then we'll change it. Very Sailor Moony, you know. Does it suck when the card affects the cover? It doesn't really. I mean, I'm supposed to kind of take into account that text is going on top of it, so it doesn't really suck. But obviously, you got to be conscious of what's going to be on actual display and not go completely overkill on the bits that are going to be hidden. Um, okay, on the table. Can you research that on the table? All right. Let me kind of carry on with the clouds here. Okay. Then we're gonna go lighter or maybe darker as we go in the background. The wings are below that layer. We're gonna have to move them. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, we got the clouds there. That is just a placeholder, I think, in terms of colors. I'm gonna try and give them some texture with white. See if that does something. That is shading, although it would be cool that I had two stabbing sides to it, but it's shading at the moment, so. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I'm not too crazy about these clouds. I'm gonna use one of these blending layers here. Let's use a gradient map. We're gonna have some options. Whew, red. I mean, that's kind of, whew, okay. I'm not mad about this one. This one kind of works in a way. So let's see what else we got. Okay. Oh, this one's quite cool as well. Okay, Breeze. No, not Breeze. Mystic and Venice. All right, let's see what the next one is. Stu Blue. That's intense, but I like it. I like the red. Obviously not. Noir works pretty well. Venice. Mystic. I actually like this noir. This full on red. It's kind of quite menacing. All right. Um, I want to go full on. I think that works. And we're going to try and fix the rest with it. Well, okay. I'm not, I'm not mad about this color. It actually works. Uh, we'll see. Oh yeah, bloodstained clouds. Yeah, Ben, you missed out on how we changed the clouds. They were looking pretty mad for a minute. Crimson clouds. I like the name of that. Okay. kind of fixing bits here and there. I'm actually quite settled with this cloud, so trying to fix the weird looking moon thing, and then we'll work on the clouds. Okay, you guys, just give me 1 second. I need to close the door of my studio right now. Okay, I'm back. Let's keep on fixing these clouds. Will an orange cause a sunset look? It might, it might. But like I said, I won't focus on the background color today, as I'm hoping to make this card into a hologram card. Ultimately, if it doesn't work, I'll just add some kind of yellowy color in the background, but we'll see where it goes. Okay, I know these tiny bits of clouds I'm fixing is not that exciting, but it's got to be done. Yeah, doing the tedious bits are kind of, quite cathartic sometimes. It really helps clear your mind. Depends on the mood I am, but yeah. Okay, guys, have a look. I think we're looking pretty good with this angel here. Uh, the next step I usually go for is I add this kind of shadowy bit we're going to borrow from the wizard here. So I have this color and I have it on multiply. So we're going to copy that layer. We're coming back to the angel. So I'm going to put it on top. And we know that is on multiply, 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 multiply. That's pretty good. Where's multiply? Here. All right, here we go. And we need to look at what opacity that's on. It's 57. All right, that's pretty good. And okay, and then we're gonna make a mask. And we're gonna block it. Now we're gonna use that as some kind of secondary shadowy. We're kind of trying to make those eyes pop a little bit more. Thanks, Kieran. We're definitely, yeah, we're looking good. I think the blood clouds and the eyes are doing a lot of the heavy lifting for this character, but we are getting there. I think I'm actually enjoying how it looks now. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay, now I need to mm, maybe lower the opacity of this so it's not as prominent because this is not as dark as the wizard. And that's it. I think. Okay, I might try and do something that I usually do. Let me see if I've done it with any of these designs. I've got a feeling I did it with this guy. I've got one of those blending layers. Yep, I might use one of these blending layers. Let's bring this guy in. Okay, copy. What's this blending? Oh, there's a hard mix. All right, we might change that, but okay. So supposedly it has a hard mix, hard light, hard mix. Oh, that's too much. Oh wait, you can do maybe 2%. Doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, let's do a 15% and we'll see pin light, linear light, vivid light, hard light, soft light. I like hard light there. We can just do a very low percentage. This will help the colors blend together a little bit more. Okay, cool tunes. When I do armor, always did battle 1 damage. Always look too clean. Yeah, I like battle damage on all armor. Okay, I think we're looking good. Okay, maybe less percentage. Let's do 2. It's very subtle, but it really helps the colors blend. Okay, and let's use some of these guys in here. Okay, guys, I think we got it there. Like I said, the background is, I'm hoping to make it holograms, so it doesn't matter as much. But I'm just gonna try and put something here for the sake of kind of testing things out. But hmm. Okay. Right. There you have it. That's the angel card for you. Uh, don't focus so much on the actual background. As I said, I'll try and make that into a hologram if I can afford it, if it's not too expensive, and if it's not too much hassle to kind of get it done in time for all of the patrons who support me and who are expecting the token cards next month. So, if you're a necromancer or if you're a MTG goal, then you should be expecting a token, angel token, next month. Uh, Also, this bright color helps you see what bits you did in color, so I'm gonna have to work my way back into those, but that's that. You guys saw me making decisions here. You saw me doubting myself when it came to colors. And yeah, this is the final boss of whatever angel you're going to fight. I really hope you enjoy that. Thank you so much for keeping me company here while I was doing it. And Zix, yeah, that's right. This is for an actual physical card. So if you're not aware of it, on Patreon we're doing a token Magic the Gathering card every 2 months. And if you're on the right tier, you get one of those sent out to you. Also remember that I used the chrome brushes for all of the steps of this coloring here. And if you want these brushes, you can see them here, or the chrome pencils to sketch. Uh, there is a link below on the description of the video where you can go and buy the digital brushes for Procreate. So you can use them and kind of have a play with the same brushes that I use that I created for myself. Thank you very much, guys. Have a lovely evening. I'm off to cook some eggs and toast some pita. All right. Thank you all and see you on the next live stream. All right. Bye.